What up, guys? All in Fitness here. Just want to talk about a little something, obviously, geared towards COVID-19, coronavirus. When I talked about my first video, it's kind of like I want to bring you into my life and stuff like that, and what it's like to be a chiro student, and glimpses of a workout here and there. Obviously, had no idea that I would be a chiro student for the time being from my family's home. So with that being said, obviously a lot of goals that I personally had were put on pause, and I just want to run you through the mentality and what to do to stay positive, and also address the fact that states are slowly starting to reopen things with limitations. I just want to get my opinion out there, so I'm not trying to step on any toes or anything like that. I just want to get off my opinion and what I think. So first things first, I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope your family, your loved ones, the people closest to you are staying safe. These are tough times. These are confusing times. Honestly, it's crazy out there. It's really scary, and I know in a time like this, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is. Trust me, I've been there. There's days where I feel really great. There's days I'm like, man, when is this gonna end? I need to get out and whatnot. But we got to do this together. And a huge shout out to all those on the front lines, man. They are sacrificing and risking so much. Some of them, when they go home, they can't even see their families. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are doing a wonderful job working around the clock, trying to treat those. And I know, unfortunately, on the news, you hear a lot about the negatives, but there are a lot of positives out there too. There are a lot of people that do survive coronavirus and stuff like that. So thank you guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Let's keep supporting them. Let's keep clapping for them. They're doing an awesome job out there. So when this first started, I really didn't know, because honestly, I'll be the first to admit I didn't take it as serious as I should have, because I'm also a firm believer of things don't hit home until somebody closest to you or something drastic would have to happen for you to take a step back and say, wow. When I first heard of this, I was like, all right, cool, man. Get to take my finals online. Let's do this. I'm about to get good grades. I was thinking, that was my mindset at the time. And then you just started hearing in the stories and all those different things. And then I think for me personally, once the sports world took a pause and said, wait, we got to stop, that's when I took a step back and said, whoa. And I actually have family that live in New York. My grandparents live in New York and I have family that lives in New Jersey. So to see pictures and to hear that it literally looks like I Am Legend, like it looks like those end of the world movies in a place like that, it really took me to say, whoa, this thing is like so serious. You hear all the cases, Italy, like all over the world. It's not just us. So it took me a while to say, wow. And then obviously, being in school, we're online this quarter. We're going on to week 4, 5, one of those. I don't even know. The days are running together. So yeah, it really took me a while to kind of be like, okay, this is for real. And with that came a lot of like, man, I had this in mind, I had that in mind, I was ready to attack this, because first and second quarter for me at Palmer was tough. It was a huge adjustment, no pun intended. It was hard. It was, it was really hard. But my friends and my team kind of helped me together. Doing this really motivated me to just keep going, keep pushing through those times that I really didn't want to. So it just felt like I was starting to gain momentum. Like first quarter, I was like, oh man. Second quarter was like in the beginning, it was like, and then, home stretch, I did really well. Obviously, kind of helped with, taking online classes, taking our finals online. And then like, I felt like, all right, third quarter in, I'm going to come in, I have a structure, waking up, hitting my workout, coming home, doing what I got to do, go to classes for X amount of hours, come home, hit the books, give attention to my dog, do all the things I needed to do. So I had a structure, and then boom, just like that, it all just kind of feels like it crumbles. So that took a toll on me. You know, I've been, last 2-3 weeks, I've been in a rut, man. I had a huge fitness goal, which I will be revealing in my next video, so stay tuned for that. Then I was just like, man, what are we gonna do? I personally don't really like to like run and stuff like that unless we're playing sports. So it just took a toll on me. Then I said, you know what? This is not gonna change anytime soon. You know what I mean? And you're gonna have to understand, within myself, I understood that the perfect conditions don't exist. We make our own perfect conditions. So with that being said, I was able to wrap some things. Right behind me is like a little gym. I'll be introducing you to that. Finally trained my dog to run in a straight line. So there's a lot of different things that I'm able to like alternate. Yeah, it's not what I want. It's not a Stairmaster. It's not a corporate gym. It's not a squat rack and all that stuff. But you just got to understand, for the time being and for the circumstances we're in, if you really want something, you got to go get it, you know? So what helped me stay positive is the fact that I was never really able to spend a lot of time with my family because of the things that I had to do in school. They came up to visit me. They helped me so much with taking care of Blue. I was able to go to campus for X amount of hours. By the time I came home, they'd be asleep. They're up there in age. So it's been really, really cool spending time with them. You know, obviously we have to do things around the house. I'm in school sometimes. They want to watch a movie. We spend a lot of time together. And I just encourage you guys to do the same thing. You know, spend time with a loved one or even a roommate and be creative and learn a new hobby. Honestly, I've never really been much of a reader, to be honest. Only certain books. But, you know, I don't really say this too often, but, you know, I've just picked up a couple things, like extra knowledge on different things, on how to run a business and how to turn $1 into six figures and stuff like that. I've never really looked into stuff like that, but lately I said, you know what, with a good amount of free time on my hands, why not expand my knowledge? So I just encourage you guys and challenge you guys to do things outside of the box, because I know sometimes you get caught up in, I gotta wake up, I gotta go to work, I gotta watch the kids, I gotta spend time with my significant other, I gotta do this. We have responsibilities, and I understand that. And, you know, but for the time being, while some of those responsibilities might be put on pause for certain people, take the time to like latch on to something else and do something creative. You have to be able to find the positives in these situations like that, and that's the only way you can get out of it. If you just say, oh, this sucks, oh, all my goals have gone out the window and now I gotta start over. No, you just have to start in a different way. You don't have to start over. So that's my take on that part. On guys, these times are tough. These times are uncertain. We don't know. I don't know. I wish I did. I don't know when everything is going to go back to normal. And who knows if normal will be the normal that we're accustomed to. And I think we have to be able to change and adapt and execute from here on out. So yeah, second thing is the whole thing about everything reopening. A part of me is ecstatic because like it's bad because I wear hats all the time now because my mom had to cut my hair, and it's bad. But it's bad. But also I'm on the other side of, you know, is it gonna be safe to reopen things little by little? And I'm glad that things are little by little. Some businesses refuse to, and some people need jobs, so I can understand both sides. But in my opinion, it really comes down to like, is it really worth the risk? Because right now, you know, you're starting to hear slow, you know, buzzing and bubblings of positive. You know, people are starting to like, okay, people are starting to come out of coronavirus on a positive level, but you also have the negative, so you have to be able to balance and weigh out, you know, the good versus the bad and the bad versus the good. So in my opinion, for me personally, I won't be going to a gym. That is the first thing I want to go to, but obviously that is not going to be safe. So guys, just be careful. You know, I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. Listen, I am like, if you want to go to the beach, you want to go here, you want to go there, by all means go ahead and do that. But just be safe. You know what I mean? We lost enough people as it is. Let's not add on to that number. So guys, just stay safe. Be smart. You know, practice social distancing. I know it sucks. It's like you want to go here, you want to go there, but you know what I mean. So guys, thank you so much for the support, all the love I got on the first video, things that people reached out to me and said, hey man, maybe you should do this to improve your video, your second and third and fourth and fifth video and stuff like that. Thank you guys so much for always listening. Thank you for the love and support. So yeah guys, you know, stay creative. Stay positive, stay clean, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay all in.